Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
Keeping your eyes on the prize, baby Bubba. To the Baja Podcast, they decided they want to talk about the Knicks all of a sudden. I don't know where that came from. But guess what? They said, Cap for Giannis. It's time. It's time.
Let's play the clip.
Oh, yeah, I seen this.
Like, damn, nigga.
Shit.
What the hell?
This one's crazy. Nigga boxing out.
Is he just bad defensively or
Yep. What did you just see? Did you see a good defender?
Just play it one more time.
Golly,
Just play it one more
Cat.
time.
I'm more my IQ or he just had
play it
lack
one
of
more time.
effort?
That look like me out there.
Oh,
He is Dominican.
Yeah, that's how you.
what?
He is Dominican.
That one's crazy.
I'm
The
I mean, he is. There's a lot. Charlie's
They love to shoot
Dominican.
that ball,
Cat's
though.
Dominican.
You don't do that now.
Charlie's Dominican?
Yeah, we know I talk lack identity. Maybe that's I don't know, bro. I don't think New York's that good this year. I think they got figured out. They're just not good right now.
They're not that good defensively, and that's what's crazy because they are very good. They are very
Same
good
person.
defensively.
They don't.
And
OG being out there's hurt.
that hurts.
Thank
He's
you.
not out there right now? No, he's hurt.
Is Tibbs part of the personnel?
Hey, Tibbs is a defensive
That's what
coach.
I said. Is the coach part of the personnel?
That's
They do not
fair.
have the same personnel, in my opinion.
Listen,
That's fair.
let me say this. I love Cat. Cat is a great scorer. Charlie guy, you know, and
Good scorer.
he's not great defensively, bro. And I think that hurts. That hurts them a lot, you know. And I said this early on, man. I love Cat. You know, I got love for him. I got love for his family. You know what I'm saying? His pops is, you know, is a cool dude. And when I go to New York, you know, he always show me love.
What
But
the fuck does that matter?
I just got to be honest in this situation. Giannis to New York looks real good right now. You need some help back there defensively.
And
On the
Milwaukee's
perimeter,
team,
you
too.
got some great defenders. You got some great defenders on that perimeter. But in that paint, it's looking scary. Mitchell Robinson ain't in the game, and he gets in foul trouble a lot. And sometimes he's injured. Who? You just saw what that looked like, bro. That's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, it looks bad. You know what I'm saying? That looks bad, bro.
Is it that he just can't? He's just not good on the defensive end, or is it lack?
Nah,
of
he
effort?
just
that was effort. What you
That
just saw.
looked effort.
That was just effort, bro.
He's historically not been that great defensively.
You
Like I love Cat. I think Cat is a very talented
You play with him.
player.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
against
Yeah,
high school.
very
Was he ever
talented.
good defensively?
No, I mean Cat's always been now in college though. Only thing in college you could sit in the paint.
Didn't he play beside?
You could sit in the
Didn't he
paint
play
before you
beside
get to the
Willie?
NBA. The 3 seconds matters.
Didn't he play beside Willie?
Who the fuck is
Willie
Willie?
Cauley-Stein?
I keep telling you, you could sit in the paint in college.
I understand it, but he played against one of the best defensive bigs of all
Oh,
time.
I don't care who the fuck he play with. You can stand in the middle of the paint. So you're automatically in help and not have to move.
And he's 7 feet in
So
college.
if you look at the
Okay. I like what they were talking about, except for that Dominican comment. Charlie, next time get up there and backsmack one of these dudes. What's up with this Dominican representation, man? Hey, yo, Raymond Felton and you guys, don't listen to these people. Don't listen to Flea. Do not run up on me. Do not make me paranoid out here in these streets. There's too many Trinitarios and Plátano power in New York City. Watch your mouth, Raymond Felton. Raymond. Everybody don't love you.
Charlie,
Anyway.
Cat, find me a tough Dominican that's played in the NBA. Al Horford, maybe. Francisco Garcia, maybe.
My guy that was on the Pacers, he got drafted like 25 years old. He's on the Kings now. He's from Puerto Plata. Anyway.
I don't know that man.
Anyway, Flea.
I don't know that man.
We're back at it again. Karl Anthony Towns for Giannis. They're sick of watching Cat on a defensive end. And I get it. I think after these couple of games, it's kind of tough to really say that, especially if we're going to get everything together. Obviously, we can't make this trade until the trade deadline, but we can revisit June we were supposed to make the trade, make everything happen. You know, all how ALLBALL feels and Stephen A. Smith feels, and all these fans that just want this big superstar to come here. But at this point, if we're all starting to figure it out, Mike Brown starting to figure out how to have Anthony Towns in a lineup. I mean, how do we feel about defensively? How much Giannis would make up for us? Since I think stat-wise, Giannis is still the best rim protector in the league, even though I don't think he's a great one-on-one defender. You ain't coming to that basket weak side Giannis. He's turning things around. So these are obviously dudes played at a high level. They're speaking to Charlie Villanueva not playing defense. Dominican's not known for playing defense in the league. And he's from Queens too. Charlie Villanueva was from Elmhurst. So we were from close to each other. What's the latest on the Cap of Giannis thing? Being that we are building this way, what's your thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm not ready to pull the plug on anything right now. I'm ready for some consistency and some fight in our team. Like, Giannis is one of those players of a short list of guys that obviously you don't hang up the phone if somebody calls and says, hey, we want to do a deal. So I'm not going to be too good to act like I can't have Giannis on our team. But what I am going to say is that we are trying to figure things out as a team right now. And I think the team that we have put together is a pretty good damn team. I stay realistic, and I don't think that we are championship caliber yet, but that could be very different come April, May, and June. It could be very different. So as of right now, is Cat playing awful on the defensive end? For sure. But this is not anything new. And if we value him, again, if we value him as a basketball player for the things that he brings to us that are positive, then we have to find ways to make up for his flaws. Just like we'll find ways to make up for Brunson's flaws and Josh Hart's flaws and Mikal Bridges and OG. That's the type of team that we have. So we got to find ways to make up for where our guys lack at. And that's just how this thing works. I don't think you just completely pull the trigger on the dude right now and completely change things up and then get back into the mode of having high expectations. This team got to win now because we got Giannis. Like, we figuring this shit out. And I think right now, where we at, what are we now? With Fabian, 13-6, 14-6? What are we? (13-6). I think we're in a good spot. Now, again, if we continue to struggle, if we're struggling and we can't figure things out, and by the time the All-Star break comes, we are 6, 7, 8 seed. That's different. That now we can have conversations about where we're going wrong and what we need to do to be better. But I think we are just fine where we're at. Again, I'm not an idiot who is going to say no if they call and they want to trade Giannis to the Knicks. Like, I'm going to hang up the phone. No. But I'm not actively seeking to move Cat right now. I'm not actively doing that. It has to be the perfect type of deal. He's only been here a season, and within the season that he was here, he was damn good for us. Yes, we could call out his flaws, but he was damn good for us last season. Call it what you want. And right now, we just need him to take it up another notch. Basketball is about upping your resume as you go forward. I don't give a fuck about what you did last year, the year before, 10 years ago. It don't matter. You have to continue to elevate your resume, add to your resume. And right now, what we need Cat to add to his resume is just being better on the defensive end. I'm not asking you to be Mutombo, Ben Wallace. I'm not asking you to be Alonzo Mourning. I'm asking you to give effort in a place that you lack effort. And I don't think anything's wrong with that. That's what we're asking from him. And everywhere else, you have been great. Continue to be aggressive. Continue to give us what you've been giving us. And we'll be a pretty damn good team. But to pull the plug right now, I don't do that right
now. I gotta agree with you because we went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I'm not a Cat fan. You go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I still can't go back on my word that if Mike Brown is there for a season, at least a season, and then he's in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Pacers, against the coach like Rick Carlisle, I think at least he would counter Rick Carlisle. We've seen Mike Brown put Spoelstra in a tizzy. We've seen him put him in a tizzy. Spoelstra said, I ain't never seen him play zone defense all year. A couple of coaches kind of came out and were like, yo, I didn't expect that from the Knicks. So with Tibbs more methodical, it seems like they know what to expect. And Mike Brown's been doing things that we don't expect all November long. He's reading and reacting like he's a point guard, which he's supposed to be as a coach, which is what we complained about with Tom Thibodeau. So I can't go back on my word about, yo, if we had this team with a different coach, I think things turn out differently the last two playoffs, not just last year's playoffs. And Karl Anthony Towns is a part of that. I don't know if Jalen Brunson comes back in the game last May or April, whenever it was when we played the Pacers. It had to be damn near June. I don't know if he comes back in there if we're on a 15-0 run. And Mike Brown said, you know what? Hold on, settle down, kid. Let's finish this out with Cat on the court and see if we can get this, this victory. Karl Anthony Towns, obviously we know his flaws, and I think we've been able to work around it the last couple of games. We made the point earlier that it hasn't been done on the road, and we have to see through this. We can't act like getting Giannis, which would be in February or January at a trade deadline. We can't act like he won't be the best player on the team. And what comes with that? As soon as you get Giannis, Brunson is no longer the best player on the team. You're talking about a superstar guy who's going to have way more pull than you. No matter what your connections are on that team, he can go to the owner and say whatever the hell he wants, because that kind of cachet is different. Talking about an MVP, a champion, defensive player of the year, he's still Giannis. And there's no argument about whether he's an MVP candidate or not. He is an MVP candidate. So I don't think that you just get Giannis and it's nothing, and we're just going to play flawless basketball. We see Mike Brown is going to experiment with this team right now, regardless of the fact that Josh Hart didn't play in the preseason or whatever it was. Karl Anthony Towns is going to be working from 5 different positions on the court at a time and has to learn this offense. What makes us think Giannis doesn't have to learn this offense? That's the coach that you brought in. So if you brought in this coach, it's going to bring an experiment on both sides of the court. What the hell makes us think Giannis, who's very vocal, he might tell Mike Brown, get the fuck out of here. I ain't doing that. But you're gonna have to operate from different sides of the court, because you're the top front court guy who Sabonis in Sacramento, Cat on the Knicks has been. And they're the guys that have to adjust to Mike Brown's system and seem to lead the way or play a very important role in this. And I don't know if he's gonna fight Mike Brown, but you and I have always been in agreement about that. Yo, if you bring in a new guy, this ain't just a regular role player, play off the bench. Bridges, OG Anunoby, who could play off Brunson. He ain't no playing off Brunson. Brunson will play off Giannis. And Brunson hasn't had to do that since Luka. That's different. Not saying he's not willing to.
Right, but we're talking about the last 4 years, Fabian, of him being the focal point of the offense, him being the offense, right? Now you get a guy like that, Giannis, who is a ball dominant guy. What does Jalen Brunson become if that's the case, right? Is he relegated to playing off the ball, and is he as effective now being off the ball? We always talk about, when guys elevate their level of play, and then you ask them to kind of bring it back down a little bit because now they've elevated and have gone to this next level. He starts out as a 6th man of the year in James Harden, and then he goes to Houston for 5 to 6, 7 years, and he's just this phenomenal basketball player. And now you want to fit him around a Kyrie Irving and a Kevin Durant. Although it worked, what I'm saying is that there's an adjustment period. That takes time. This is just not an easy transition for a guy who has just raised his stardom to now trying to bring it, kind of dumb it down to just being one of the guys, right?
Real quick, that wasn't James Harden, leader of the team. That was James Harden joining Kyrie and KD in a new city.
Right. So it's very different, right? It's very different. And so Jalen Brunson is an extremely unselfish player. Jalen Brunson has a high IQ for the game. And I don't think he would struggle with trying to find his way. I'm just like, Do we need to ask him to do that? Does that help us go to the next level? Is Jalen Brunson, with him at the height of his game next to Giannis, is that enough for us to get, a championship in New York? I say yes, but I also do say that what we're building right now, I'm enjoying. I like the process. I'm invested into the process. And I'm not really willing to pull the trigger on getting Giannis. So if people are confused or I need to stand firm on something, no, I don't want to pull the trigger for the Giannis deal right this second. No.
Y'all know what this was.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, yeah.
Are we live?
Big Flea, never the little one.
We back. We'll be back.
What was it, Tuesday night? We're gonna have our reactions in the meantime, in between time, probably tomorrow. Put that up there. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Knicks Rehab, big Knicks win. Tuesday night, definitely another Knicks Rehab, and then of course in between that we do reactions. And yes, if you got, of course, leave the super chats and whatever, become a member, but also leave comments and send us videos that you think we want us to react to, because we like to talk shit. Have a good night, y'all. ALLBALL TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.